From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Dylan Cease. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, first pitch coming up. Jacob Marcy now at the plate. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Take a look at the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
On the ground to short, lays out, but he can't squeeze it, and he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. One gone, runner at first. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez, and a pop-up right side, foul territory. Takes it in for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Barger settles under this one. And that is that. One hit, one left. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Back now in Toronto. Showing the slab in today's game, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Here's George Springer.
Designated hitter, number 4, George Springer.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Up the middle. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays.
Ball, that's off the plate. That's ball 2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Going. Gone. He'll touch them all. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under this one. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ball inside.
Two down, nobody on.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Alejandro Kirk in the on-deck circle. Here's a 3-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
That one ripped. And that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. One gone here.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. To the right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
That accepts the designated hitter, Graham Holly.
And now the DH, Graham Pauley. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Next offering upstairs. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
That one missed.
That pitch is out.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. Struck him out looking. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk.
Ball.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Line drive, makes the catch, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Nope, outside.
Liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
One out, runner at second. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. And that drops in for a strike. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. High fly ball, right field. Casey moving under it. 2 away now.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Ernie Blumhead.
Pitch is in there. Strike one.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 2-0.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Andres Jimenez in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Clement, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope, that's the ball.
Here's a 2-0. And downstairs.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
There's a strike. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Marcy settles underneath it. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. On to the 3rd inning. And now for the Marlins, Owen Casey. Fouled off. He was late. And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now he's challenging the called strike.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
That misses. Ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Still couldn't catch up to the good velocity, good run those last few inches through the zone.
Strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Miami order. Jacob Marcy will hit next. Fly to left his first time.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Barger under it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer.
George Springer.
That one outside, and that's ball 1. Missed inside with the curve.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And another ball. There's a strike. Clips the corner, and the count is filled up. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Grounds one to short. Lopez in plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Blue Jays, the right fielder at a stand. Barger.
And there's a strike. Comes up empty.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. But they won't have a play as he takes first on the drop third strike.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Hit hard, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Two on, one out.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swing, and he popped it up. And that is foul. Out towards right center field. Marcy gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
Inside, ball 1.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position.
Line, and that's a base hit. Barger coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
First and second, 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. There's the strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Miami's bullpen with some action. Michael Peterson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Up the middle. They get the force. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. Start of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Inside, just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early. Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Otto Lopez digs in now.
Inside ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And 1-1. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Offense held in check there. And midway in the 4th, it's the Blue Jays 3 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And that's a base hit and a good start to the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yuri Perez out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
A new pitcher in the game, Michael
49.
Peterson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the pitch is outside, ball one.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And there's the strike. Left field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground, Lopez. Here's Edwards for one. Over to first, but he beats it.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Swinger.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. That takes care of Springer. That ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 3-0. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel.
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
This one in the air, right field. Barger makes his way towards it, makes the grab on the run, and there's one down.
The lefty, Griffin Conan.
No, that's
At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more, but this might end up being one of those games to forget.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1. That's a strike. The Fish trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the fifth. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's out number 2.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze him.
Two outs, base is empty. Now here's the Marlins DH, Graham Pauley. Here's your 1.
Nope. That's inside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
1 up, 1 down.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Won't get to this one in the alley. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
One out, runner at second. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Line drive, base hit. Vladdy coming around third. Fires it to the plate. Tag, too late, he scores. And it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Foul ball. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center field. Marcy on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Jesus.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2. Varsho leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So digging in, Owen Casey.
The right fielder, Owen Casey.
And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
A little bit low, and that is ball 1. The Jays leading by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air to left center. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jacob Marcy. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Marcy, 24 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2022. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down.
That's out.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
Lifted in the air out to left. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game, that would be nice. We'll see.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. This one in the air, right field. Grabs it on the run. One away.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Ernie Blumhead.
Here we go, Ernie. Aye.
That one the other way. He hauls it in. 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's Andres
That's
Jimenez.
a ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
This one in the air, center field. And the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Marlins nothing. Brendan Little on to pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hey.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out. Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And here's the first baseman, Christopher Morel. To Jimenez. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That clips a corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Morel off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Marlins lead 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John King.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here
we go, George.
There's the strike at the knees. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Addison.
Ball. That's inside. Nope. Inside.
And an
Ball
ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them.
Yeah.
That's a base hit. And a man aboard.
The first baseman.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Now here's a flare off the bat, and it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
That's a strike. 0-1. The Blue Jays trying to break this one open here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Now the tag at third, and they got him.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. Fought off foul. And the 0-2. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Marlins nothing. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Foul ball there. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air to left center. Sanchez under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Owen Casey.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The Jays leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, number 1,
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That one out to right. And that is that. Miami down in order. It's 5-0. Back here at Rogers Center, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. He's 1 for 3. Picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Oh, a great flip. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here comes the 0-1. Up the middle, Edwards. Here's Lopez for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the Blue Jays, not shortstop, Andre.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. John King will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on here, Andrew Nardi.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Jimenez at the plate now. That's ball 1. That clips the corner.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Runner on the move. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out to short. A dive. Nice stop. Over to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding. And how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Oh, he can't hang on. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter is second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Line drive, and it stays fair. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Agustin.
Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Yeah.
Sliced hard but foul. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss. And the Marlins with just 1 out left. Out towards left center. Sanchez should have this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.